Good morning, everybody. Chris with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal, and
I'm Tanya.
And we are back at the property cleanout, but we have a twist on this. We are not actually going inside and bagging everything up. The homeowner's brother-in-law, who is the one that's our client, he's going through it with his kids and doing it because they're sorting through stuff. And what they've agreed to do is put everything on the porch for us to come and do in trips. So if you saw that video of us doing the property clean out where just the front porch alone took up a very full one load, this is the continuation of it. So we show you what we have here today, and then we may not be taking all of it. We may just be taking one load. I have to confirm with him, but here it is. So here it is. This is them going through the house, bagging everything up, pulling everything out. This is all stuff they don't want for us to, this is for us to take. So everything technically goes. Now, we originally, Jesus Christ.
You okay? It's a coffee pot.
I know, I felt like I stepped on like a cat or something. Oh, looks like they had a raccoon here or something. Can't leave stuff like that out. Just a tip. So we originally said that we were just going to do like one trip at a time. That's what he wanted to do, just to keep it consistent. And I said, all right, so we'll just grab as much as we can for one load. But I messaged him today and said, well, in the event that this takes up more than one load, which I'm quite confident it will, do you want us to come back and still take more? And he said, yes, do as much as you can to fill up a one load, complete the porch, which contradicts itself. So we're going to fill up one load, and I'll send him a picture of what's left over, and then say yes or no to continue, because then we'll just run to the dump and come right back. So the first half is done. Only thing left is the trash can of metal, and it filled up a little under 3/4 of a load. So we'll continue working on this side, probably grab more of the furniture items to fill in the last little bit, and then I'll send them a picture of what we have and say, hey, if he wants to go dump and come back and finish this off so you have a fresh new porch to continue filling, because there's a lot in this house, then we can do that. If not, we'll just stop where we're at and then we'll come back next time. So entirely up to the customer. I have no problem doing this. We do have another job this afternoon for a realtor that we've done quite a few jobs for in the past, along with his wife who's an organizer. So that's not until like 1 o'clock though. So we have plenty of time if we need to come back and do this. How do you feel so far, Tanya?
Pretty good. Not too bad. A lot easier than last time.
What was wrong with the first load when it was just the porch?
For me or for like
For you.
people? Oh, the bugs.
So everything on this porch before, it was like a hoarder's porch. And as you can see, it's not properly like insulated with screening. So their stuff out here had just been sitting here for at least 3 months without anybody here, because that's how long ago the guy passed away. And before that, probably like, I would say maybe a year. So there was a lot of roaches and bugs, and it's not Tanya's forte.
Surprisingly, though, this was a lot better than some homes we've done.
Yeah, this is cleaner than some houses that we're in. No offense, people. No offense. Don't feel bad on our part. Our house isn't perfect either. But surprisingly, Tanya doesn't like bugs. I don't like these little guys right here. I don't like those. They can all go vanish if it was up to me. But we only found 2 of them. I'm sure I would have found out one day when I went to go pull down the lights.
What is that?
A dead lizard carcass.
Oh. Warning the others.
Yeah, they're all looking up to him. He is their Jesus lizard. Surprisingly, we only saw like 2 or 3 of them, so that was good for me. So far, something cool we saw was the shark from the show, if you guys watched that when you were a kid. A Popeyes frame, still in pretty good condition. And then a Scarface frame. And then a 22-inch machete. Just for fun. Just for fun. May or may not keep it in the front of my car. So we're gonna continue loading, and then we'll let you guys know if we continue on or not. We're gonna head to the dump, keep all the metal behind, give that to our scrapper. Had a lot of people commenting on the last video about why we don't scrap our own metal. We would be saving in our gas fees, for example. And it's like, not really, because you have to drive to go do that too. So we used to scrap metal. We did it for about 1 3/4 years. The reason I stopped primarily was it wasn't worth it for what we were putting into it. The amount of time and energy spent didn't make up the overall cost. I'm not gonna spend hours and hours at a time separating stuff the correct way to make the most value from it, because that's not our primary business. This is. And we have other things to do besides scrap metal. So I keep copper, brass, and wire, and everything else I give to my neighbor who recently retired, and he does scrapping to basically supplement his life without having to rely on his social security. So I help him out. He throws us some cash every now and then, helps me out, saves me on the dumpy, saves me all that extra time. So if you would like some more reasons, we live in an HOA community. I can't just hoard metal on the side yard. My second trailer, which would be the promising spot to store metal, which is what we were doing in 2023, is at a family member's house, and though it's close by, it's not the most feasible option to keep all of the metal we get there. To go there, drop it all off, toss it over the side because it's backed up to a wall. I can't open the back ramp. It just overall just isn't worth it. All right, let's just leave it at that. All right, we did it in 2023 all year. I think I scrapped like 37,000 pounds, which I thought was a lot because I don't even think we dump that much because we donate the majority of our jobs. Those are the reasons why. I'm sure it'll come up again on comments, and people aren't even going to see this because they're not going to stay till the end. But that is my explanation for why we don't scrap metal. But we may or may not see this again. So in here is just the 2 file cabinets, just this one chest in the bedroom, and then pretty much everything in here, with the exception of a couple of file cabinets or electronics. This all stays, but all the furniture goes.
tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody.
Alright, so we are back at the property to get the remaining items. He did get back to us, but by then we were already headed to that next job, which would have worked out the same way. Either way, we got to that job right on time. So either way, we probably would have come back for this later today. So we're figuring probably gonna be around half a load or so. There's a couch in there, so once you get that in there, it's just filling in the rest of it. So we're gonna go ahead and back the trailer up, load that up. Oops. I just went to the dump with what we had from that last job. Really the only thing donatable in that load is probably like the dresser, but by the time I had brought it out to the truck, the drawer was already falling apart. Everything else, like, it looks good when you just look at it, but once you actually start like moving those things, the particle board, the press board start to show their colors, and then they fall apart. So nothing in there is really too crazy. We're keeping the file cabinets for the scrapper, and I think I kept one of the chairs. Otherwise, I got rid of everything else. So we're gonna back the trailer in, load this up. We'll dump tomorrow morning before our other two jobs, and that'll be it.